Again, not really proud of it, but there's a certain point, again, thanks Pops, helping me brush hog all this shit down. I mean, again, we have never, first of all, the deer have eaten us like left and right in the past, right? We got that part figured out with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 electric fence high. Out of nowhere, crows, groundhogs, and squirrels ate us alive. Of course, you can't like count on, I mean, he said again, and this is he being my dad, okay, look, I've been here 70 plus years. I've never seen hail like this before. Okay, well, chalk that one up. We also got hit with a tornado. Chalk that one up. We then got literally almost like a tsunami, not a literal tsunami, but just tons of rain. So I couldn't get in here to till. So it got grown up. Lord willing, I think we've got an answer for next year. Good learnings. But there is a certain point where, man, again, leave it in God's hands, but when the learnings hopefully end and we actually start producing. But again, I look at this as a good lesson, and seriously, I give Christ all the glory. But again, you see so many parables in the Bible, and it's, about dry soil and parched and, the equivalent of harvest and gardens. Okay, I think I'm starting to get it. But again, all glory and praise be to Christ. To be brutally honest, I am so thankful we're brush hogging this shit down. I'm done. You know what I mean? But I think we're in a good spot. I'm positive. It'd be so easy to say, oh, I give up. Look at those blackberries all grown up. It's all right. Live and learn, baby. So, again, you can see the, not him, well, yeah, him too, but you can see the deer stand uncovered. Robert has sniped, I think, 6 squirrels, a groundhog, and he said there were a ton of crows eating the watermelon. So, that's all right. I think we got a good spot. That coupled with me trying to straddle the fence, doing Walmart corporate, which is, to be brutally honest, that's almost like 2 full-time jobs. You add in gardening, okay, that's like maybe 3 or 4 full-time jobs. It's a lot of stuff. So live and learn. Are you discouraged? Not at all, baby. I'm not gonna lie. If you said, hey, James, there's no more Walmart, you're over here, and I'm telling you this same story next year, yeah, that's gonna be discouraging. But praise to Christ, right? We got this. All right. A lot of living and learning as far as the garden went this year. Again, I think it's been a good reminder, thank you, Lord, that, sorry, just making sure if the electric fence is on. I want to touch that puppy. Threw in the towel. Basically, you can see it was starting to get overgrown anyway. Blackberries that's first year for those. The ones way over there, overgrown, it's like their 4th year and 3rd year. But we pretty much threw in the towel and brush hogged everything down yesterday. I hate to say it. And then the other garden, closer to my parents, it still has a few things, but most of it he gave up on as well. So there's basically 3 large gardens now. They're pretty much all toast. And yes, the fence is on. I can hear it now, so I don't want to touch it. Okay, a person could say, oh my gosh, this is a failure. Well, first of all, I was trying my best to be a part-time farmer, rush through the corporate life, rush back over here, which is like an hour away, on the weekends. I mean, it was almost inevitable that it was going to happen. So, live and learn. For example, this, I don't want to touch it, this electric fence goes pretty high. Well, why do you have so much and you also have it a lot more powerful? Yeah, because of deer. They were just tearing the thing to pieces. Well, we got the deer thing solved, I think. What we didn't get solved was apparently, you know, the ridiculous hail that he said he has never seen, you know, in his life, 70 plus years out here. So hopefully that was an anomaly. The tornadoes, the torrential rain that got this thing so flooded, we couldn't till it. Plus I was working, so it got overgrown. And then what I was showing yesterday, well, it's on the video, crows, squirrels, groundhogs. I mean, they were having a heyday, eating up all the watermelons. Again, I think we've got a solve for it. I'm going to put up some low-level fence around this, chicken wire, later. And I'm also going to have some netting for the crows. And I'm going to be out here more often. And my friend Robert has already, from the deer stand that's now uncovered, he shot 5 or 6 squirrels whenever they got into the garden, 1 groundhog. And yeah, I'd rather not shoot them if I didn't have to, but at the end of the day, I mean, you got to do what you got to do. So again, I think it's all good learning. No regrets. But I will say, with it being Labor Day weekend, I'm glad that we brush hogged the thing down. I'm kind of burnt out on it. It's one thing to come over here and like just literally work yourself into a frenzy, and then you have some fruits of your labor. It's another thing though to come over here, work, and then it just gets eaten by other like animals or hail or whatever else. Speaking of the hail, I still haven't quite yet repaired the little Zen den out here by the pond. That's another thing. This pond, usually, like all these little trees growing up by the Japanese gate that I put out there last year when it was really low, normally there's nothing here, and there won't be again, but I basically clear all this up after the first frost, and also usually the pond's fuller. But again, from a video a couple of weeks ago, we do have grass carp in there now, more than enough. So that really should help keep the overgrown grass and everything at bay, since the pond has slowly begun evolving or devolving into more of a swamp. But either way, the garden 2025 is done. It was, if I want to be realistic, this was the worst of the gardens since I started kind of messing around with this. But again, the hail, all this craziness, the tornado stuff, I did not expect any of this. So it just wiped everything out, rebuild. And again, Lord willing, this time next year, we'll be talking about what a wonderful harvest and everything else. Speaking of, look at that sunrise. All right, time to get ready for church.